This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
It is National Dog Day. You're supposed to post your dog. Hashtag National Dog Day. It's for all breeds.
Cool.
And mixed breeds, of course.
Cool.
I have a mutt. I like my mutt. I guess we had a pinscher growing up and a German Shepherd. But mostly mutts. Mutts tend to have less of those health issues that are bred into the purebreds, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
They'll still have health issues, obviously. They're dogs, and animals like to take your vet money. Give me your vet money. All right, what else do we have? It's also National Toilet Paper Day. So, that's weird.
We're celebrating! Hooray!
Today is National Toilet Paper Day.
There'll be toilet paper everywhere.
Toilet paper.
Today is National Toilet Paper Day.
I'm not happy with the toilet paper.
The toilet paper feels like sandpaper.
You're going to get the softest, most beautiful toilet paper.
Extra expensive toilet paper.
Toilet paper? Yeah.
Toilet paper.
We out of toilet paper!
Hoard your toilet paper. Showtime.
Excuse me, this is kind of embarrassing, but there's no toilet paper over here. If you could spare some. No, I'm sorry. What? No, I'm sorry, I can't spare it. 3 squares will do it. I'm sorry, I don't have 3 squares now, if you don't mind. 3 squares? You can't spare 3 squares? No, I don't have a square to spare. I can't spare a square.
Don't know who created National Toilet Paper Day. Hey, did they get back to you about, National Suck Up to Your Friend Who Has a Boat Day?
I have not seen a response. I'm sure they're overwhelmed by my idea and fighting over who saw it first. Mm-hmm. No, I haven't heard a word yet. Suck up to a friend with a boat day.
Yeah.
You're so pretty. Can I have a boat ride?
So before toilet paper was invented, from at least 79 AD until the fall of the Roman Empire, the Romans cleaned themselves with a type of sponge.
Oh, yeah, on a stick, right?
Made of a sea sponge on a stick.
Yeah, I remember that.
They would rinse it off and leave it for the next person.
Goodness gracious. Something smells funny. That smells funny.
It wasn't until 1857 that toilet paper began being sold in the United States of America. First toilet paper was loose, flat sheets of paper. Then in 1930, the Germans invented the perforated rolls that we have today, consisting of 1,000 small sheets that were separated by a perf, totes perf. In the 1960s, toilet paper came in different colors, especially in pink and green to match the bathroom hues. Do you remember that?
Oh, totally.
Oh, my God. That can't be good for you. Mm-hmm. In the early 2000s, colored toilet paper rolls started to exit the market, but they can still be found in some parts of the world. Americans love toilet paper. Use it most out of any other country. Well, a lot of other countries use bidets. You know? We
buy our own toilet paper at my house because I use cheap stuff because I don't care. Whatever the Walmart off-brand is, I don't know. It's probably knockoff Charmin or something. I have no clue. I mean, it's nice. I don't think about it. I've never spent more than 5 seconds thinking about what toilet paper I buy.
Okay.
And it has given me freedom of choice. And time to do other things. Yeah.
No poops, no whoops.
Okay.
And then, of course, we had the great run of toilet paper, COVID.
Yeah.
Everybody freaked out.
What does Christy use?
I don't know what she uses. Some thick, probably not good for her.
Make sure it's not quilted northern.
I don't know. I don't think it's that. No. What's that clog up
It
stuff?
will clog the pipe that goes from your house to the main.
I don't think we use that.
All right, because the Roto-Rooter guy was all like, spread the word that quilted northern is the devil and nobody should flush anything other than toilet paper. And I was like, I shall spread the word.
I used to use Kirkland toilet paper, which when I had my Costco card. which was great.
Yeah.
It was not bad.
I'm a fan of the Kirkland.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. Can't afford a bidet. I guess I'll have to just keep wiping the hiney.
Bidets aren't that expensive, believe it or not.
No?
No.
I don't know if I could get used to that. I feel like it's not a complete cleansing. Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
Yeah. I think it does a better job than the TP.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
All right. It just seems splashy and inefficient, but I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I haven't done it.
Has anyone done a study?
I was going to use it here. We have a bidet in the back, but it doesn't run.
No, it.
Very soon after we, I don't know if somebody broke it or they just shut it off. I don't know. I don't even know how to turn it on. There's a whole electronic suite of buttons to push. Like a spritz, a shower, a steady stream, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure it feels good, and I'd probably get a, you know what, it feels so good, but I got other stuff to do.
The big concern about bidet use boils down to bacteria and viral organisms that can be present in a bidet's nozzle. Basel. 2017 study of a university hospital in Japan found that 254 out of 292 bidet toilets were contaminated with the staph and strep virus and other organisms. If you use a bidet that has any type of bacteria in the nozzle, that's not a guarantee that you're going to develop an infection or a virus, but it is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Bidet use may pose a particular health concern for people with vaginas. Normally, your vagina has a healthy ecosystem of bacteria. These bacteria actually work as a protection for your vagina, warding off infections. A 2010 study, 268 broads, found that habitual use of bidet toilets may disrupt healthy vaginal microflora.
Yeah.
Oh. Delicious.
But I'm sure it's a battle of those who wipe and smearing versus versus those that just water blast it off. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're both bad. I don't. That you paint a very grim picture there. That sounds like end times right there.
Well, how to safely use a bidet? Well, yeah this is it. I would have a hard time using a public bidet for sure.
Yeah.
Just because people are weird.
Yeah.
Now one at home, sure. I know that's my stuff. That's whatever, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I can see both sides of it for sure.
Let's look at the material we're dealing with. Poo is sticky material. I mean, talking poo. You know, so I don't know. Is that a thing water's going to blast off, and how much pressure do you need? I don't know. I just don't know. I guess it's like spritzing a plate in the sink. It'll get most of it off if you catch it.
Yeah.
Right after you get done with it. You know, if you put it on spray, then, you know. And that's the concept. I assume that's the concept for it. Water pressure.
Yeah.
And a spray and a so.
Yeah, it is weird how very sensitive and balanced that bacteria is in your vagina.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and how like you just don't want to disrupt that.
Yeah, so I thought bidets were only for the poop hole. I didn't know they were for the vag. But the vag is like
a woman's like you can like angle it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Give my hand gesture.
Yeah, that cannot be healthy.
Right. Yeah. Well.
And then you got to pat it dry anyways.
Right.
So why not just do it all at once?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do the bidet thing. I have a fear of the bidet. I don't know what to do.
God, I'm exhausted. This has been just.
I mean,
ugh.
I take some sludgy poops. I don't think I don't think the bidet, unless there's a fire hose setting, really going to clean that up.
Yeah, it is just less wiping. You're right, Shane.
Yes.
You still wipe.
Yes.
Because you can't walk around with like a wet butt.
So it's a double.
Like you're just gonna be squishy.
Right.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing it.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Workman's relief for whatever the job throws at you. Like THC products derived from legal hemp to help you relax after a long day or just chill over the weekend. No need to drive out of state to get your THC products. Order yours at workmansrelief.com.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Green Day ended up at Lakefront in Milwaukee when
Really?
they played on Saturday.
No kidding.
Yeah, so Green Day played AmFam Field Saturday with Smashing Pumpkins and Rancid. And they were in town early, and so they went to Lakefront Brewery, which I thought was pretty dang cool.
Golf applause when they walked in.
And you know what? You get a feel for how small Billy Joe is when he posed with the Fonz statue.
He's shorter than the Fonz. He looks healthy. He looks good.
Yeah. Oh, because
What are those Naugahyde pants? What's he wearing? Not the Fonz. Yeah.
Fonz is bronze.
God, it's like he's de-aging. He looks great. He's got to be. Is he 60? No. 50s.
50s.
Yeah, he looks good. Looks good. Must be he's
52.
off. He's off the sauce and, and looking. He's glowing.
He rehabbed. Probably drank the blood of some babies, I'm sure.
What did you say? Is 50?
52.
52. Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good. Sounds good.
So, yeah, but I think those are just Dickies he's wearing.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, what is he? 5 feet tall?
Well, the Fonz wasn't very tall.
Well, that statue.
The Fonz was the shortest guy on the cast except Joni in Happy Days.
He's 5'7".
I bet Joni was taller than him, actually.
5'7".
Who would have been the shortest guy on Happy Days? Oh, it had to be a tie between like Potsy and the Fonz, now that I think about it.
This says he's 5'7". He is not. There's no way.
Who?
Billy Joe.
Oh, check the Fonz ones. Let me see how tall the Fonz was. Who's taller? The Fonz. so creepy by today's standards. The Fonz height. Well, 5'6". There you go.
All right, I guess.
The statue stands 5'6", the true height of Henry Winkler.
Okay.
He's wearing his trademark jeans and leather jacket, holding his familiar. Hey.
Okay.
That's pretty funny. Shortest
Guess I'm wrong.
actor on Happy Days.
Well,
I'd say Ralph.
I mean, he's right there with him.
Oh, my goodness. Happy Day producers intentionally sought a short actor to play Fonzie. They didn't want his character to overshadow the rest of the cast, who were all under 6 feet tall. Despite their intent, Henry Winkler still became the breakout star, 5'6". Intentionally sought a short actor out to play Fonzie.
Weird.
I never knew that. But, dude, remember when he'd walk up and smack the jukebox with his fist?
I've never seen the show.
Then a song would play. Oh, man, he was the best. Hey! You know what that means? It's so... it's a good word for it. I'm being nice because I loved Happy Days. Oh, man, $6 Million Man. Vernon Shirley.
$6 Million Man ended up being an asshole, though.
Sanford and Son. MASH.
I seen MASH.
It seems so creepy keeps coming to mind. I don't know. There was some strange things going on in that show.
Like what?
Well, he was older, so the Fonz was hanging down at the diner and creeping out with the high school kids.
Yeah, that is weird.
I don't
isn't
know.
it?
It was a strange setup.
That is weird.
But
I agree
I
with
try
you.
not to put too much thought into that because everybody was nice and it was it was a nice family.
Yeah, it was before you thought about human trafficking. Yeah, I know.
What's going on in the bathroom there?
It's the burden of knowledge.
Yeah, his office was in the bathroom. That's not weird at all.
Right.
Hey, step into my office. We'll talk about your girl problems. No thanks. No thanks, creepy old mechanic.
Yeah, now that's weird. I think I'll pass on watching that show.
You never saw Happy Days?
Interesting.
Interesting.
I missed it. It's just a time thing.
Yeah, you just wrote it off because it was a time capsule of the, 50s? What was Happy Days set? 50s?
Well, so when did it air?
Oh, 70s?
74 to 84. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was 3 when it stopped airing. So I missed it.
I think one of the monkey guys auditioned for the Fonz. Anyways, the tall guy. I think that's why they went with the short guy, whoever the tall guy was in the Monkees. Can't remember all these stories. My goodness gracious. Anyways, it's all there for you to admire in Milwaukee.
I thought it was neat that they were roaming around town.
That is cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The Fonz.
Okay, here we go. High school phy ed teacher got arrested in Texas last Monday after calling the cops to tell them that the hooker that he hired stole his money.
Oh, Big Al's. That was the name of the diner. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay.
Things are just
good. My hooker's here.
firing off.
His name is Rolando Ramos. He's a gym teacher in Laredo, Texas, right near the Mexico border. He's also the quarterback's coach for the football team. So police showed up, and that's when he told him he tried to pay a prostitute for sexual services. He said the worker took his $100 and ran away. Dude.
Let's go pay some hookers to knock our junk around.
What could go wrong? Calling the cops and telling them you tried to buy a hooker.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like he wanted them to track her down and get his $100 back, but that's not how it works. Instead, they arrested him for soliciting a prostitute. They did eventually find the sex worker nearby, but it's not clear if Rolando got his money back. I'm going to assume no.
No.
The school he works for said they immediately put him on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation.
Yeah.
Bro.
I guess who else you going to call, though?
Nobody. You don't call anybody. You're just like, dang, I guess I lost that $100.
Did you finish? All right, lesson learned. You know?
You
got to get a cashier's check next time.
I think that's why hookers get beat up.
Right.
They try to take your money, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you pay them to not tell your wife and family you're getting unenthusiastic handy down at the truck stop.
Right.
You know?
If you want enthusiasm, I think you need to pay them more than $100.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems fair.
You know?
That seems fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm thinking about the Fonz. This would be like me going over to Memorial on my Harley and making friends with a bunch of high school kids and then going home to my garage, but then hanging out with them at, where would we hang out?
Denny's?
Hey!
Right. It's weird.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you some perspective on.
No, I understand an older guy hanging out with high schoolers in a bathroom. You don't have to give me perspective.
Hey, creepy old guy that lives down in the garage. I got girl trouble. Hey, meet me in my office. Hey.
And why are you going to believe him?
And then super creepy, whenever Fonz would go into the bathroom and there was another guy in there, you'd be like, hey. And the other guy would be like, oh, I'm sorry, Fonz. And then he'd run out so he could be in there with the two guys could be alone.
That's not weird.
We thought uploading to the cloud was something completely different. The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
Workman's relief for whatever the job throws at you, like THC products derived from legal hemp to help you relax after a long day or just chill over the weekend. No need to drive out of state to get your THC products. Order yours at workmansrelief.com.
Johnny and D, JJO.
buddy?
Never.
Okay.
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. I wanna fly like an eagle.
You ever own Fly Like an Eagle?
No.
You never had that record?
No.
Boy, some of the best songs never made it on the radio. Wild Mountain Honey and Serenade, and God damn, that was a good record. I'll let you borrow mine if you got a record player.
I do have a record
A
player.
little scratchy, but
All right, so this story made me kind of giggle a little bit, and you'll see why. Wildlife officials in Missouri said a bald eagle has been rehabilitated after it was having some trouble flying. Missouri Department of Conservation captured the bird near Wilson's Creek National Battlefield, which is in the southwest corner of the state, about 50 miles from Branson. The bird was found unable to fly, and animal experts initially thought it was injured. But upon further examination, the bird was found to be healthy overall, but currently engorged from its latest meal. In other words, it was too fat to fly. That's what the Wilson's Creek National Battlefield shared on social media.
Weirdly, that happened to Steve Miller back in the late 80s. Things got a little too many pizzas. But anyways, go ahead. And then he was fine. Don't tell Steve I said that.
In the wild, the bald eagle's diet is opportunistic and varied, according to the National Park Service, but most feed mainly on fish. Some may also sometimes feed on smaller mammals or birds. X-rays of the captured bald eagle showed the outline of a small paw inside the bird's stomach, which is believed to be a raccoon's paw.
Oh, wow.
Checkup also found the bird's stomach to be distended. So they think that the bird feasted on raccoon roadkill. And then it was like too full to fly.
Wow.
So it was released after a little bit.
That's why chickens can't fly. We fatten them up to eat them, and then they can't fly away.
Close enough.
What?
I'll just let that.
Not sure I agree with your police work there, John.
I'm just, you know what? I'm too tired to argue with you.
Yeah, good. I win. Finally, I won an argument. I can't believe it.
Yeah, that made me giggle. It's like, good for him.
That's cool. I mean, I guess
I had
that's...
no idea. And then other people were telling me that, they'll sit on, so like, they'll get hit by trains.
Oh.
For the same reason. They'll be sitting there feasting on stuff, and they're too fat to move.
Oh.
So they're just like,
Interesting. You never think of birds being too fat to fly. They're so aerodynamic.
They're so bird-like.
They're so birdie. But that's the key, right? To be bird-like. One would think weight would not. I mean, look at giant cargo carrying airplanes.
Right.
But they have 6 Rolls-Royce jet engines on them. I get all that, but
talk it out, buddy.
So you think they could just fall out of a tree, just kind of jump and extend their wings, and they'd be fine, you know?
Right, but he's on the ground.
He's on the ground, right? You need lift, right?
Yeah.
Aerodynamics. So you put him on a diet. You know,
you just let it digest.
You let it digest.
Yeah.
Nash has been losing weight. It's been great. We got him these balls to play with. He loves it. So we exercise with him now, and now I only give him 1 feeding.
Yeah.
So he doesn't graze all day. Man, weight's coming right off. He looks great again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was way chunky. It's our cat.
Oh, really?
It's our farm cat.
Yeah. Yeah, they need exercise.
So we're doing good. He's only 3. He was getting way too fat for 3. So
yeah.
Put him on lockdown. Got them treats back.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Otherwise, you're going to be dealing with a lot more problems.
Yeah,
and
right.
Vet bills.
Right.
People be giving their cats insulin, for Christ's sake.
So the eagle's okay, huh?
Everything's fine.
All right, good.
Just needs some time to digest it, some bitch. Hot damn. All right. Now, I know we tell you all to have a good time at Daly's and then go over and get a handy, but this story popped. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
On August 10th, 2024, several officers from the Coffee County Sheriff's Office responded to Evans Laundry just before 7 p.m. A man was at the laundromat taking off his clothes. Now, the reason why I fear this is because the laundromat is right there, across the street from Daly's. right by the massage place. So you have a triangle where things can go very wrong. According to a report from the Coffee County Sheriff's Office, when officers arrived, they found David Bennett. He's 55. He had his shirt off and his shorts down. So he was there.
Well, I think there is a sign that says remove clothes after whatever, washing. I mean, it's
right.
Some subliminal.
During the call, Bennett never stated why he was taking his clothes off. By the time he was taken into custody, 5 deputies were on the scene. That must have been a big hog to handle. Bennett was charged with indecent exposure and transported to Coffee County Jail. He's been released since then. No laundromat is safe.
No laundromat is safe.
Yeah, goddamn, bro.
Yeah.
Laundromat be cray.
I haven't been a laundromat in so long. Man, oh man.
Last time I was at a laundromat was July 4th.
What are you washing?
Well, that was because my hot water heater busted and leaked in my basement, and then and we had just done that big house cleaning, so there was like blankets and towels and stuff that were getting washed pre-donation. So all these blankets and towels, the heaviest stuff in your house was on the floor of the basement getting wet. And then so I was washing that in my washer, which then decided to also break.
Yeah.
So then I was in the laundromat washing all of that stuff before it got...
Laundromat.
Yeah, before it got all,
Laundromat.
Yeah, well.
Unless you're truly naked, I mean, if we're going to get philosophical about it, the job is never really done.
I took Busch Lights in the laundromat. Is that all right?
Is drinking Busch Light in the laundromat okay?
Yeah.
So you walked over from Daly's over to the laundromat?
No, I was in Fort. I was in my hood.
So do people normally drink in the laundromat?
I don't know. Listen, it was 10 p.m. at night. I was on vacation. I just paid for a new catalytic converter in my car, and I was looking to pay for a new hot water heater and buy a new washer. So who wasn't going to be drinking a few Busch Lights? So that's all I'm saying. I think I'd get the pass to drink some Busch Lights at the laundromat.
They used to have Suds and Duds over here at Westgate Mall next to the old. I think there used to be a Laredo's over here, where the vintage is over here on Whitney Way. Suds and Duds might be a Takara sushi right there. I don't know if it's still there or not. You could actually get beer and wait for your laundry to get done. I mean, why wouldn't you? And then putting your laundry and walking over to the vintage. I mean, vintage ought to do a little kiosk over there at the laundromat.
Yeah.
No, that makes perfect sense. I'm not going to judge you. You go.
Well, there was no one else in there.
I don't think there's cops are staking out the laundromat.
There's no one to judge me. I felt pretty good about it.
Come out with your Busch Light, hands in the air.
I took my lawn chair out of my car. I sat in the parking lot.
It's classic.
I was tailgating.
That is classic. You got a couple of brats on the grill. Got the little hibachi out there. Ma'am, got some complaints.
It was July 4th. Everybody's busy.
Yeah. Party at the laundromat. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
What else was I supposed to do?
I mean, how rowdy can you get at the laundromat? It's not like you're going to ramp up at the laundromat.
Man, I was pretty pumped I was the only person there because you are really rolling the dice when you go to the laundromat late at night. You know what I mean? Like you never really know who you run into. But I was like, I figured since it was holiday time,
it's like
I'd be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like some adult time. There's something kind of, now that I think about it, something kind of relaxing about you telling me a story about having a Busch Light at a laundromat.
Yeah.
I feel very relaxed and at peace right now.
Well, you know what's nice about going to the laundromat is you get all your laundry done in one.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like you're doing several loads. I haven't done several loads since college.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Trampoline park in Georgia. You ever been to a trampoline park?
I No, but I've been on a trampoline. Does that count? Sure. In school. And I was trying to think of the most dangerous acrobatic maneuver I've ever pulled on a trampoline. I think it's called the butt flop. I don't know. Have you ever done anything sexy on a trampoline?
No, I've been to trampoline parks. I've been on many trampoline, bad for you. Many injuries.
Really?
Oh yeah.
No kid. Didn't you guys go out to the one here in town?
Oh yeah, we've gone.
What's that called?
There's Urban Air.
Urban
here.
Air.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one?
After a popular trampoline park in Gwinnett County, this is in Georgia, shut down, former employees say their final paychecks bounced as the owner faced eviction.
That's good.
Sometimes.
It's like they almost did it on purpose.
Sometimes the headlines just, they deliver more than you even expect or even would want. Here, where's my little clip of Alanis? There she is. Here's my girl. It's just delightful. Delightful. Well, the thing that sucks is a lot of it was really young employees.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad, but we got a great headline out of it.
I know, right? The Urban Air Adventure Park location on Scenic Highway closed its doors in early August to the surprise of the mostly teenage employees who worked there. 15-year-old Morgan Moore, she had the job as a summer job. She went to deposit her final paycheck on August 13th, and her mom was all like, oh, man, this sucks.
We're closed, and they'll contact us when our last check is available. She was really, really hurt because she really put in a lot of hours.
Almost every child's check bounced.
Damn.
That sucks.
Marcella Edwards said her 16-year-old daughter worked at the Urban Air location since January. Damn. She was saving up for some cool stuff for back-to-school shopping. Well, think again. You're going to have to go to Goodwill now.
Hey, man, Goodwill rocks.
They haven't been given any explanations. Yeah, it happens. You know what, kids? This is the real world. You're going to get screwed over by employers your whole life.
No.
This is why you should start your own business.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to compensate the children, one of the parents said. Well, he should, but he won't because he's an asshole. So that's what you get. Spokesperson for Urban Air said, hey, I can't really do anything about it because it's individually owned and operated. So we're not really responsible for what the franchisees be doing. Handwritten closed sign on the door of the location says, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, aren't we all? Yeah, that does suck. We've had a lot of those stories where the employees show up to work and there's just a sign on the gosh darn door, you know?
Well, that trampoline industry sure has its ups and downs. You never know where it's going to go.
Oh, man.
So tell me about injuries at the trampoline park.
Well, not at the trampoline park.
Oh.
But your trampoline in your backyard.
Oh, okay, I got you. I wondered which one you were talking about because the one at the parks I see are pretty well, like buffer zones so you don't fall off the damn thing.
Yeah, but the ones in your backyard are bad.
Don't do flips. Yeah, I always think it's like that thing's not going to hold a kid if he flies into that net.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Any doctor will tell you.
It's the modern day jart.
Yeah, but we're talking like bone fractures. Radius and ulna fractures, most common. Usually the result of a fall on an outstretched hand.
Yep.
But trampoline injuries cover a wide spectrum for small lacerations to fractures of the spine, head, ribs, and sternum. And this is an article from the Mayo Clinic says, when it's kids versus trampolines, kids often lose.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. I know a lot of home insurance companies frown upon you having a trampoline in your backyard.
I was just going to ask you about that.
Yeah. And we're talking like head and neck injuries.
Well, I see my neighbor had one, and I'd always see like 4 or 5 kids in that damn thing, like it's Thunderdome in there. And they're just bouncing, shoving each other like a mosh pit. I'm like, I don't even know what that thing can support, but it looks like the framing was aluminum.
Right.
They don't even look like they're that sturdy.
Right.
But I don't know. Who am I to say?
What happens
I shot at
is-
him with the BB gun, but I couldn't wing one of them.
What usually happens with the trampoline injuries is there is a miscalculation of where the body is at.
Right.
And then so kids will bounce into each other.
Right.
Or a body part goes through the little area, the gap in the spring. Don't.
Good.
Yeah. Or whatever. Or they go to do a backflip, they land not at the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and there's never a parent out there. I mean, you just cut them loose. I don't know. I mean, whatever. Guess there's reasonable risk with everything. I mean, we were flying around on that steel merry-go-round. Remember that thing was like 500 degrees out in the sun? We were out there trying to jump on it going 40 miles an hour.
Yep. 100%, dude.
We're lucky we didn't lose arms.
So there you have it. It's jump at your own risk, dude.
Yeah, they're really not toys, really. Backyard trampolines?
Yeah.
I don't know. Boy, I see them a lot.
Oh, yeah.
See them all over the place.
I get the appeal of them.
Would you have been a no trampoline mother? Trucker?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about football?
Do you know how high my deductible is?
I do know how high.
Yeah, I am a no. I'm a hard no.
Right.
I'm a hard no to football too.
I feel like a bouncy house is a little more, as long as the wind doesn't come and carry it to Des Moines. The bouncy house seems like a little more doable.
I'm a stake down bouncy house kind of gal.
You're a stake down bouncy house.
Yeah.
I heard that about you.
For sure.
Yeah, smart, man.
But it's just because I'm a $3,500 deductible, y'all. It's a lot.
Wow. Why don't you fix that?
Because insurance is an effing scam, John. That's why. Because I can pay more per month,
Hey,
sure.
I'm not
But
your-
I'm still going to have to pay 90% of what the hell comes out of there anyway.
I'm not your therapist. I'm just asking questions.
Because it's an effing scam.
I know it's a scam.
Why don't you pay all this money per month and then, why don't you pay more money anyway?
Yeah.
It's a bunch of crap. Hey, you should have this for when you're sick, but then you're going to pay anyway when you're sick. Oh, and then that's not covered anyway.
See, I don't even need to go to the doctor. I have various creams and pills in my briefcase.
Baloney, you go to the doctor all the time.
Well,
you wait till your ringworm consumes your whole dang leg, and then you're over here shaking your leg around. I think I got ringworm, touching it, and then you're touching everything in the goddamn studio.
I can't believe you're ringworm shaming me.
And then you're like, what's this pus sack on my elbow? I think it might go in for it. And then you wait till you're squirting pus fluid all over the goddamn floor.
Well, I needed a sample to take it.
You go to the doctor more than anybody I know. What the hell are you talking about? You don't ever go to the doctor.
Well, I'm paranoid.
I think I got gout in my toe.
Yeah.
Look at my toe. It's all
like
red and
at
throbbing.
my age, everything it feels like a big deal. So I'm just trying to stay ahead of it, you know. But then if it doesn't look bad or puffy, then I'll see where it goes.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D. Nowhere but JJO.